Good evening and welcome in to race 14 of our Friday Night Thunder Next Gen Series. We are on week 4 of the playoffs, which makes it a round of 8 cutoff race. So 2 drivers will be out of championship contention after tonight's race. We're back on a road course. The Charlotte Roval is where we are at this evening. We are set for 175 laps this evening, with the 2 stages at the completions of lap 20 and 45. They will all have 3 sets of tires in the pits, 1 fast repair, our typical first gear racing look. That is a look at our points leader coming into tonight. #13, Kyle Heath. We'll talk to him here in just a little bit. David Williams, the 90s, the fastest one on the track. He's followed by Travis Roberto, and see the 13 spin out there. The exit of turn 5. Jason Haney, 3rd place in points currently. He loses it out of turns 1 into turn 2. It's like several of these drivers are pushing the limits of these cars.
For the past 30 minutes, my Discord's been on voice activity, and I've had my fucking soundbar maxed out. And no one said anything. Hello?
Hi.
Oh, okay.
There's our championship 8 contenders. Here's starting tonight. Let's bring in Trevor Benz. He's our first driver above the cut line. Hey, Trevor Benz, is Corey up in the booth, buddy? You got a copy?
Yes, I got a copy.
Hey, man. Cutoff race, round of 8, 3 points above the cut line. How's the car feeling? Looks like there's a lot of drivers losing control a little bit everywhere on the
Yeah,
track.
there's pretty much no room for error at this track tonight. Slipping and sliding, like you just said. 3 points above the cut line. I'm just hoping I can stay in the top 10
I
somehow,
hear
some
you. I hear
way,
you.
and just try to collect stage points and carry it through this round.
Ma'am.
Hey, that's all you can really do. I mean, looks like a smaller field. Looks like there's only 15 drivers registered so far, which we've got 30 minutes or so for them to still get in if they want. But 3 points above. I mean, yeah, it's really close. Joseph Klein, he's pretty good at road courses normally.
Yep, it's like opposite. He's good and I'm bad at road courses, and you would be like, why did you put the road course as a commission if you'd bad at? Well, I just want a little balance. That's all.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't, as the commissioner of the league, you can't set it up for your benefit on something like that. I mean, you just got to do what's best for the league and the Friday Night Thunder. I mean, you can't be
Yep,
like, oh,
exactly.
I don't want that race because I suck at that track. That's not fair for anybody. So,
Yep, that's
but
exactly my same thoughts I was thinking when I put it on there.
yeah, like I said, I don't like the road course, but I'm never good at road courses. So of course I don't like the road course, but I think I like the road course a lot better this week than I do Bristol next week.
Yeah, just depends on how that. I was looking at the schedule, and yeah, yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Hopefully, it turns out good, but I understand where you're coming from on that note about
Yeah,
Bristol.
Bristol can be fun, but we're at Charlotte tonight, so good luck tonight. 3 points above, not a lot of cushion, especially when we know the guy behind you that's 3 points behind you is a pretty good wheelman on these road
Y-
courses.
yes, he is for sure. With all due respect, he is. So I got a little. It's gonna be a tough task in hand tonight, but I'm up for it.
Hey man, you take that 33 and you get up to the front and score you a few stage points, and you won't have to worry about it as bad.
Yes, sir. I hope so. Thank you.
All right, Trevor. Good luck. Have fun, and hopefully we can see you next week, still in the playoffs.
Yes, sir. I hope so. See you.
That is the 33, Trevor Benz. He was not out on the track. He is currently in that 6th position. Trevor is just a few points above the cutoff. Those 3 points. It's going to be with Joseph Klein. We've raced with him enough. He's going to be pretty good here. You see, Joseph is a 5th on the lap times here in practice. Trevor's not too far behind him in 9th. '42 Zachary Wake. He's 12th. Trevor's just 6 points behind him. Looks like the 5 of Michael Moquin's ready to come talk to us. He's 15 points above the cut line. Michael, this is Corey up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, setting pretty good. A lot better than, the 4 behind you, but plus 15 to start this race. Looks like you're 10th on the speed charts here. How's the car feeling?
A lot more loose than what it has been. With the recent changes this week, this car has completely changed both for oval and for road courses. Car is definitely a lot looser, especially if you even get close to the bumps. So it's going to be a battle of attrition tonight, and just keeping the car steady through all of the bumps and the divots and things like that tonight. So, not a strong suit for me, road courses, but definitely gonna go out there and try to keep at least a little bit of a lead between me and the other 4 that slip below me.
Yeah, you've got a little bit of a cushion. So I mean, just running average, you ought to be pretty safe, but we know this track here, one spin out and, especially at the wrong time where you get into a wall, it could definitely put you behind the 8 ball, especially with there only being 15 drivers tonight.
Yeah, and like you said, just one little miscalculation, you going on the wall, like it definitely missing your break points, things like that. And like I said, the car is definitely a lot different than what it has been in the past. So like even braking, it's wanting to throw the car out. So it's definitely going to be a take it easy, but try to make it to the end and not get ran over by everybody. But it's definitely going to be a battle of attrition for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got Bristol next week, but we won't talk too much about that because this is a big race here with the end of the round of 8 coming tonight. So hopefully we can talk to you next week and at Bristol, and that round is 6 and that opening stage or opening round for the round of 6. And
I hope so.
Get you closer to that championship 4 to where we're running those 2 races there at the end.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, honestly, I'm glad I made it into the 8. It was by a little bit, but I made it in, and now it's just continue trying to get a little bit of stage points and making it in and finishing decently to keep that point spread a little bit little bit further. So it's definitely going to be be a battle tonight, that's for sure. And then Bristol for sure is going to be a battle. So
Yep. Well, we're here to enjoy the show. It does look like the Zachary Wake. He's 6 points behind you. He's ninth on the speed, and then Trevor Benz, and then you for 9, 10, and 11. So right there at that cutoff line, you guys are all running pretty close to the same. So it'll be exciting to see who makes the least amount of mistakes and who can maybe gain a few stage points to seal their way into that round of 6. But Michael, good luck tonight. We'll maybe we can talk to you later tonight with the podium finish. You never know with these tracks.
yeah, you never know, and with the way that this has been, yeah, you never know what's going to happen tonight.
But all right, get out there and do a little bit more practice, and we'll be seeing you on the track.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thank you, Michael. That is your number 5, Michael Moquin, setting pretty decent with 15 points above the cut, above Joseph Klein. That number 5. He knows how to drive. I mean, he's in the round of 8, of course he knows how to drive, but he'd probably be better than that, but we've seen the last few weeks where he self-spins at least once the last few races. So he's just pushing the car for all it's got. But he does know how to put on a show. He likes coming from the back. So good luck to him, and 15 points above that cut. We'll see if he can hold on to that and get into that next round. Go ahead and bring in the big boss here. He's setting a little better with 22 points above that cut line.
Jason TV, iRacing.
That is who that is. The number 9, Jason Haney. Jason, it's Corey up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, looking good in that Napa Chevrolet. Let's keep it up front, and then maybe Chase can keep it up front here this weekend in Mexico.
Well, I'm counting on Chase, but nobody count on me tonight. Oof, I tell you what, my hands are going to be full just to keep this thing on the lead lap tonight.
Yeah, it's not just you. I mean, I'm watching practice, and it's everybody's having a tough go at it. But 22 points above the cut line. You're not safe by no means, but you've got a pretty good cushion. So not a whole lot of pressure. Just got to keep it off the wall and try not to go a lap down early would help. But what do you think your strategy is going to be here tonight?
I'm going to go low and slow tonight. It's all about keeping the fenders on this car, keep it out of the wall, keep the tires happy somehow. I haven't figured it out yet, but trying to get the balance of this car where it's manageable, and I'm not going to be fast with it, but I just want to keep it to where it's out of trouble and make it to the end. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's kind of the goal when you're just setting 22 points above the cut. But yeah, so Charlotte Roval, you're not bad at road courses, but track's a little tough for most drivers. But we all know you can get out there and win some races and have some fun doing it, and not making a lot of enemies.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna give it all we can. I mean, it's just something where the car feels more on top of the track than what I'm normally used to. We've had a lot with the updates with iRacing this week and the Moses stuff. I don't know if it's the setup, the base. I just don't feel as comfortable yet with the car and the track to where I feel like I can really attack. So I don't know if I'll be able to attack so much tonight, but we're going to give it our best to try to get locked into this next round and continue this championship battle.
Hey man, making it to the round of 8s, that's a fantastic deal in itself. But next week we're at Bristol, and that's a whole new ball game. So we'll have fun here tonight, and then we'll worry about that next week.
Yes, sir.
But hey, good luck tonight. 3rd place in points, 22 above the cut. Pretty good cushion, but we'll maybe we can talk to you here next week or even later tonight with that podium finish.
Sounds good, man.
Hey, good luck, Jason.
Thank you.
That is the boss man, Jason Haney. He does an awesome job for First Gear Racing, First Gear Network. One of those drivers that he can compete any race, any track, any car. That 9 will figure it out, how to get around it and how to be fast. See if we can't bring in our next driver. That's 66. That is Todd Smith. Hey, Todd, this is Corey up in the booth, bud. You got a copy?
Hey, Corey.
Hey, man. 39 points above the cut line tonight to start this race. Pretty dang good cushion. You're not locked in yet, but it's you starting the race and, you know, just running some laps ought to help that and lock you in early here in this race. How's the car feel for you? Everybody else says it's a little crazy out.
Yeah, first off, all that's easier said than done to even make laps. This is very interesting in this car, the way it bounces around and having to try to control it. Those guys out there that got those top 3 spots, I don't know, they are superheroes. But I just got to figure out how to get kind of consistent. I'm having a tough time doing that and being around this lap time that I've ran. So, yeah, consistency is what I got to find. Being able to not hit the wall because it's so easy to bounce around and not the front end off of it or the rear end off. So, like you said, I got to kind of start and stay out of trouble for a little while, have some luck go my way, and see how it ends up.
Yeah, man, 4th fastest. So you're quite a bit better than most of the other drivers. I mean, and you're not too far off those fast laps. And, you know, you don't know if they're getting into the wall a little bit to help them, you know, not have to slow down as much. Or,
Right.
So, I mean, I haven't got on there and watched replays of those laps, but, I mean, 4th fastest here is pretty good, you know, considering some of the other times we're seeing. But, you know, it's a road course, and not everybody's the same, and everybody has different lines, different
Right.
areas of expertise. Like me, I would probably be down there by the number 4 with my speed, but I'm not a road course guy. I've seen you do good on road courses, so I don't have any doubt that you won't keep that 66 up front.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just going to try to be consistent, you know, top 5. I'll be happy there. But, I mean, like I said, there's a bunch of good guys. Well, you know, we'll just have to see how it goes. I know the track temp keeps going up. These clouds are playing crazy with it. It's been up to like 101, back down to 99. So you have to kind of keep an eye on that as you drive also.
Yeah, but hey, I'm going to go ahead and let you go so you can do some practice without me in your ear. But good luck, and maybe we'll just talk to you at the end of the night with the podium finish.
Yeah, that'd be great.
See you next week at Bristol, buddy.
Yeah, buddy, I'll be there. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Todd. That is the 66 Todd Smith. He's got that HON 66 purple, black, and a little bit of blue. Looking pretty sharp. This guy here just might be the man of the hour, or the man of 75 laps anyway. That is the number 13, Kyle Heath. Kyle, it's Corey up in the booth, buddy. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. Got me?
I got you, loud and clear. Hey, 51 points above the cut line. All you have to do is run 1 lap and you will advance to that round of 6. How's the car feeling? I've seen you spin out a couple of times here.
Yeah, the car the car feels good. Did a practice session last night and it was everywhere. Came into the practice session that we had earlier and it actually felt a little bit better. And I watched some fast guys do some of their laps and see whatever I was doing wrong and try to mimic what they were doing. I'm not as fast as that 90 car that's up there, but it feels good. Just stay consistent. That's all.
I mean, that's all you can do. And like I said, you run one lap, you lock yourself in with there only being 15 drivers tonight. So we will see you at Bristol for sure. But yeah, I mean, second fastest, and you're only 3/4 of a second behind the 90 of David Williams. So you'll be up front. You always are. You'll take a potty break, have to go to the back, and then run all the way back up to the front. But we've seen you do it many times, and
Yeah, it would have been road course racing. I'm not going to be able to, take my hand off the wheel and take a swig at all. It's going to be tough.
yeah. Well, at least we got those stage breaks and cautions. So, but Kyle, good luck tonight. You're pretty set, bearing no electricity problems or internet connection problems.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of nervous about that because there are storms popping up everywhere around us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Here in about 15 minutes, you'll get that one lap in, and then that's all you'll need.
Yep.
So, Kyle, I appreciate you talking to me. Good luck tonight, and go give them a run for their money up front.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to keep the tires on the track. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's all anybody asks for anymore, especially at a track like this. So, good luck, Kyle. Have fun, and we'll see you later, buddy.
Yep. Thank you, Corey.
That is the 13, Kyle Heath. He's rocking those Tigers. But that is how your point system or point standings is to start the race. Kyle Heath, 51 above the cut. Todd Smith, 39 above. Jason Haney, he's 22 above. Michael Mokwin's 15 above. Zachary Wake, we did not get to talk to Zachary Wake. He is 9 above. Trevor Benz, 3 above. And then Joseph Klein, he is down 3 from that cut line. He is good at road courses, so that is the guy to watch for right there. The 14 of Joseph Klein. And then Caleb West has not made it into the lobby yet. So,
all right, drivers, we just got a couple minutes left of practice here before we get into qualifying. I want to thank y'all for coming tonight. We do have it as a open qualifying 15-minute session. So be nice, be respectful out there like we have been in practice. We are scheduled for 75 laps here at the Roval. We're going to have stage breaks tonight at the completions of lap 20 and lap 45. We do have the usual 3 sets of tires in the pits and 1 fast repair with an 85% fuel tank. Again, thank you guys. Good luck to all the playoff drivers tonight. Appreciate those of you participating, and let's have a good race. Good luck, everybody.
as I was saying, I was letting Jason finish talking. Sometimes he has some good information for us, but Caleb West has not showed up, and he's already below the cut, so that will for sure knock him out unless he can get in here in the next 10 minutes or so. Get rid of that for now. Let's see if we can't follow some of these guys we ain't been on. About that 46, Edwin James. Little Maker's Mark Chevrolet. is Zachary Wake. We did not get to talk to him. As we've seen him go for a little slide. The 4 Taylor Curtin. And that's going to be the end of practice. David Williams with the fastest lap. Todd Smith, first off pit road. It does look like an open qualify. So we've got everybody out on the track. You see in your top right corner. You got Todd Smith in 66 leading that pack, and the 13. Those are the spots you want to make sure the guy in front of you don't slow you down. Oh no, and Todd Smith loses it going to turns 15. That is going to put Kyle Heath, the leader of your pack, as he takes his green flag lap. He had the 5 of Michael Moquin pull out in front of him just a little bit, which he may be far enough ahead not to bother him too bad. Michael making his pit out lap could make him a little loose and slow him down. Going to get the first time, and he does with the 1:22.07 on his first lap. David Williams jumps up to that top spot with a 1:20.06. Or 05, I'm sorry. Got David Williams, your fastest. Kyle Heath second so far. Amos Schilke, third fastest. Travis Roberto, fourth. Jason Haney currently fifth. And then you got Edwin James, sixth fastest.
I was a little bit in a pickle.
Those are the 6 drivers that have made a lap. Got the 43, Jareth Van Slooten jumping up to 5. Oh, and Trevor gets a little out of control, out of 4, hits the wall, has to tow back to the pits. Those ought to be instant tows, and they are. It's Joseph Klein about to complete his first lap. He is 3 points below the cut. His first lap's going to put him in 9th with a 1:24.86. Nine minutes here left of qualifying. They can run as many laps as they want. Second lap's going to push him up to 5th. The 1:22. Got the Walmart fastest lap in the 90, David Williams. Oh, when he goes through the grass there, that lap may not get to count. We'll see. It does, but it is about 2.5 tenths slower. Let's see. Jump on with the 5 here, Michael Moquin. Gets loose coming off 4. Back on the oval goes the 5. Did get another driver to join, so we do have 16 in the room. Got 11 that have completed a lap. The 5 of Michael Moquin did pick up a little bit of time there. Trevor Benz, Zachary Wake right there, the 33 and 42, both playoff drivers. Oh, as Trevor goes a little wide between 3 and 4. Does look like that 00 Caleb West has made it in. Trevor runs about 8/10 a lap slower that time. Who have we not looked at? Let's jump on here with the 46. Your Saturday night voice, First Gear Network, Mr. Edwin James. His fast laps at 1:23.98. And 028 Travis Roberto, second fastest. See him getting those turtles pretty good. Qualifying's coming to the end. We'll get to see the 66 slide across the top of the screen. These guys will get to finish their laps.
qualifying wraps up here, guys. Just a reminder, 75 lap race, stage breaks at lap 20 and lap 45 tonight. Those will be the only full course cautions unless there is a blockage of the track in like 1, 2, 3 sector. And then if there is, somebody's gonna have to call it out so we can get a full course caution for those if the track is blocked. But past that, local yellows only. 3 tires in the pits, 1 fast repair. Again, appreciate you all coming tonight. Good luck to everybody, and good luck to all the playoff drivers for this elimination race. So we're going to trim it down from 8 to 6 tonight. Appreciate y'all. Good luck.
Let's go, boys. Good luck, everybody. Have fun.
That does remove everybody off the track. Here is our starting lineup for this evening. Got the number 90, David Williams. He did set it on the pole with a 1:20.056 lap. On his outside, it's going to be Travis Roberto in the 0:28. Kyle Heath in the 13 is going to start third. Then you have Todd Smith to 66 on his outside in fourth. Amos Schilke, the 89, is going to start fifth. Joseph Klein, the 14, is going to start sixth. He is the man that is below the cut line by those 3 points. Then the 43, Jareth
Congratulations on the
Van
pole.
Sluten. He's going to pull out 7th. Zachary Wake, 42, is going to be 8th. Jason Haney, the 9, starting 9th. Trevor Benz, 33, is going to start 10th. 11th is going to go to Michael Moquin in the 5. The 46 of Edwin James going to roll off 12th.
All right, watch out, Todd. 75%
Double
chance
zero,
I'm in the
Caleb
dirt for
West.
two corners.
He's going to run out 13th. George Buck, 28 is going to start 14th.
Not on purpose, but I just got
Taylor
a feeling.
Curtin, the 4, is going to start 15th. And the last car on the field, in this field, is going to be the Turtle Man, the number 80, our Canadian Mark Ouellette. Do a quick race info here. Got a 2¼ mile track. Track temperature currently is 102 degrees. It is 85 degrees outside in Charlotte. A little bit of 32% humidity, a little bit of wind. We don't consider 2-mile-an-hour wind much of anything here in Missouri. So these guys are heading down the backstretch of the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Do a quick rundown. Kyle Heath, 51 points. He'll have to complete one lap and he'll advance. Todd Smith, 39 points above. Jason Haney's 22 points above. Michael Moquin, he's 15 points above. Zachary Wake, 9. Trevor Benz, +3. Joseph Klein, he is -3 to that cut line. And Caleb West made it in late, but he is -5 above the cut line. But it is time to go green. We are off and running. She got the 90 jump out to the lead, followed by the 028 Travis Roberto. Kyle Heath falling back in third. And we're side by side for fourth. We straightened all that out. Going to get around to 66. Not ready to fight yet. Get our ticker going so we can see who's where. Got a battle up front with the 90, 028 and the 13.
I'm sorry, dang it.
Sorry, Zach. I thought I was slowed up enough for you.
Oh, you see the 028 get into the wall coming off of turn 16. It's going to give that 13 Kyle Heath your first driver into the round of 6. Have the 14, Joseph Klein. He's back there, not too far behind these two. These guys were pretty close at the beginning of that last lap, and the 90 is gone. Got a 2 1/4 second gap between him and the 13 of Kyle Heath. Oh, as the 028 goes a little wide, gets into the grass, loses a bunch of time to Kyle Heath, and gives a 14 Joseph Klein a little better look at his back bumper. Jason Haney up 2 spots to 7th. He's got about 3 seconds to the car in front, and 3.5 to the car behind him. This is the closest battle on the track currently. Oh, and he's going to cut across the last chicane. Good job not to interfere with Trevor trying to get it slowed up. Good job by the 28 George Buck. Not to try to ruin Trevor's day. Trevor is running 12th. Did have an incident happen earlier. Let's see if we can figure out what happened. That was Trevor. Trevor started that before. Got Trevor in the 42. Oh, Trevor jumps the curb. Gets into the 42. That sent the 4 around trying to avoid Taylor Curtin. Didn't look like hard impacts. Don't look like a lot of damage. See the 33 closing back in on the 42. Wake may have get a little loose, back it into the wall, let him stay straight. This has happened to the 4. Coming into turns 15. 16, a little too much wheel and throttle. Looped it. Got it back going straight. And it looks like the 4 did it again. Going middle of turns 1 that time. Ben getting detained. We have another incident with the 43. Looks like turn 15 again. Who got into the turtle hard? Michael Moquin said, "I'd take that spot." Get over here to him. Here is your leader, the number 90, David Williams. Pulled away to about a 4-second lead over the 13 of Kyle Heath. You pull up the track map so you can, there we go. So you see him closing in on the 4. Like that gap between him and Kyle staying about 3.7, 3.8. So he's not really pulling away. Sector 00, Caleb West. Turns 15 and 16. He just went straight through, locked him up. No contact with the wall though. Jump back here on your leader. Looks like the 4 had an incident again. Second place runner Kyle Heath. The only driver to advance to the round of 6 so far is that 13 car, doing what he needed to do, just stay out of trouble. He ran his 1 lap to get points. Has closed that gap just a little bit to the 90. 12 laps to go here in stage 1. 13 crosses the line. Third place, Travis Roberto. Got a battle. The 9, Jason Haney closing in on the 66. Let's ride a lap here with Jason in the cockpit. See what Jason's seeing as he's running down the 9 or the 66. We've got the 89 of Amos Schilke running 5th right there ahead of the 66 Todd Smith. Is a lap around here. Got the 66 putting some pressure on the 89. Looks like they're running down the 028 also. Oh, and the 66 gets loose out of 1. Let's go back and look as he was closing in on the 89, making a move on him. Oh, he lost it on that curb, hit that turtle. Made the car super uneasy. Lost a lot of time. You can see him dive down underneath. Then you got that blue turtle there coming up right there on your screen. And he just barely clips it. Look at his car bounce. And then you can see the ass end of that car. Lose it from there. Tough break for the 66. It is a good thing. He does have a little bit of a cushion. That did lose him about 9 seconds. On track though, he was passing the 89, and the 89 is now 9 3/4 seconds ahead of him. The man up front, still the number 90. Up to a 5.5, little over 5.5 second lead over the 13 Kyle Heath. See him put the 28 George Buck a lap down. Got the 00. What happened to him? Got in late, had to crank the wheel too much. Lost the back end of the car. That was a hard hit. Third place running, Travis Roberto in the 028. The 00, just going to let him around. Good sportsmanship there, staying out of his way. Even though you're a playoff driver, that 028's a lot faster. 14, Joseph Klein. He was 3 below the cut. This will probably get him really close, if not on the plus side of that cut line here in about 5.5 laps. I'll have to do some math at the end of the stage with all these playoff drivers. Try to get them done, as we're going to have to catch the pace car, make a pit stop, get lined up. I'm hoping I can get her done in that amount of time. Oh, as you see the 4 go around again, coming off of 15, 16. Just a reminder, they don't throw cautions unless it's a major blockage on the track. Those would only typically happen those first couple turns. Trevor Benz was able to get around the 46. Edwin James to gain him another point. Here for a stage, giving him 2 points if he finishes where he's at. He does have the 5 of Michael Moquin right in front of him. That is another point Trevor would like to have. Oh no,
Thank you, sir.
oh, that's a hard hit for the 66. That is not what the 66 needed. He was setting pretty good with the cut line. As you see him go a lap down to the 90. It's definitely not what the 66 was wanting early in this race.
Thank you, George.
Yes, sir.
Got 2 more laps. Finishing 1 lap. The 90's trying to put more cars a lap down. That is not what the 66 of Todd Smith wanted. He will not get the waiver or the free pass. Trevor Benz is going to drive like crazy to try to stay on the lead lap.
You're right.
The 90's going to go to the inside. Put the 33 a lap down. Oh, and Trevor locks it up. And gets hard into the curve. And the 46 was able to get around him. That is going to put your number 90, your stage 1 winner. Here comes Kyle Heath. He's going to get second, stage 1. Joseph Klein into turn 3 of the Motor Speedway. Coming into turns 15 and 16.
As soon as the caution comes out, leaders, please slow down to a pace speed so the field has time to catch up.
The caution is out.
I see now why in real life they don't like having stage breaks on road courses.
Well, I literally went off the track and got a slowdown under caution. That's pretty impressive.
dashboard is fancy.
Gotcha.
That turn is so sharp.
Yeah, I spun out in practice coming out of that turn. That's how bad that was.
I wouldn't even want to have the first stall there. That'd be awful.
If my math is correct, here is your updated after stage 1 playoff standings. Got Kyle Heath, he's advancing no matter what happens. Todd Smith is at plus 35. He's probably advancing. Jason Haney's still at plus 22. Michael Moquin
Go get him,
plus
Caleb.
14. Zachary Wake is plus 4. Joseph Klein has moved up to plus 6. Trevor Benz is the first one out at minus 3. And then Caleb West minus 10. So Trevor and Joseph have swapped spots. Joseph was 3 behind, now he's 3 ahead. And then Zachary Wake has lost on that cut line 5 points. So we will see. We've got them lined up. Getting ready to go back to green. You got David Williams in the 90. Stage 1 winner. He's going to lead us off. Travis Roberto, the 028 is going to start on his outside. Joseph Klein in the 14 will start 3rd. The 9, Jason Haney is going to start 4th. 89, Amos Schilke going to start 5th. Kyle Heath on his outside starting 6th. And then you got Trevor Benz. You got a big line of the single file cars. You got Trevor Benz, Jareth Walker, Zachary Wake, your top 10. George Buck, Edwin James, Todd Smith, Caleb West. Those are your 14 cars that are currently running.
Michael, I'm going to get out of your way as soon as I can.
So we're back under green. Back single file. 90 has taken off like a rocket. We are going to lap 45. After 21 laps. One lap further than the first stage after those caution laps. Some issues here early. Oh, the 5 sends it hard into the 66. Put them both way behind. And then the 13 of Kyle Heath. Oh, he may have been trying to avoid the 028.
Go left. Right.
The other left.
028 able to get around the 9. Got the 89. Looks like he's going to be putting some pressure onto the 9.
Show off.
Oh, and the 028. What happened to him? He just cut right into the wall hard. And then he ended up having to tow to the pits. The only time you see that is if his steering wheel messes up, gets disconnected. It's going to take away a good run for the 028 of Travis Roberto. But this is still the man up front. He has led every lap. Hitting those turtles hard in 15s and 16. Down into 1. 16 more laps till the end of stage 2. is the 14, Joseph Klein. He is running second. Started the day below the cut line. Got above it after stage 1 and is having a heck of a race here in stage 2 up to position number 2. Third place running is the 89, Amos Schilke. Fourth place running Jason Haney in the 9. He is being followed closely by the 13, Kyle Heath. See him right there behind him, closing that gap. Get a good run out of that bus stop. Get around the 9, down into the chicane. Got 13, Kyle Heath. Running down the 89.
I'm sorry, Jared. I didn't see you there. I was watching the 42.
That 89's got a mirror full of the 13. So that 13's got a fast car. Like always, 89's going to give him the spot to not put both of them in a bad spot and the bad situation. Take them both out. They're both having good runs. Running third and fourth. Last car on the lead lap, running sixth with a 5 Michael Moquin. Have a good little points battle here. 33 and 42. Trevor Benz is 3 below the cut line. 42 Zachary Wake is 4 points above it. Unofficially, of course. See what happened to 46. Ooh, just a little hard. Oh, you see the 43 get into the wall hard. Jareth Walker or Jareth Van Sluten. up to our second running driver. '13 closing in on him fast. Oh, and they hit that 00 almost at the wrong time, trying to get around him. Both made it out good. '14's not going away. He's not wanting to give up that spot. See the 28 George Buck get out of the way. Good job by George Buck. Let these guys race it out. Incident with the 33. Oh, tough luck for 33 at Trevor Benz. Oh, and he jumped to the pits. That is not what the 33 needed. Here is your leader, 33 seconds ahead of the second place running Kyle Heath. Zach Wake on the track backwards there. It's another playoff driver. Let's see what happened. Hard out of the throttle. Oh, and he's turned straight into the wall. Not a lot he can do. Trevor Benz is still in the pits, 3 laps down.
It's been a sausage party tonight.
At the 90, David Williams on his white flag lap to the end of stage number 2.
Go low, go low.
Closing in on the 46 and the 43. 43 is going to move up out of his way. Edwin James is going to probably try to fight, only be 1 lap down. Oh, and Edwin drives it in hard. That will be your stage 2 winner, number 90, sweeping both stages, dominating by 34.5 seconds over the second place running Kyle Heath. Oh, and Kyle Heath overshoots turn 16. Joseph Klein across in 3rd. Amos Schilke coming across 4th. There's your number 9, Jason Haney, coming across 5th. Caution flag is out.
Each goes in turn 6.
We've got pit stops. Here is your unofficial playoff standings for the cut. We have Kyle Heath. He is advancing. Todd Smith, he's got enough points to advance. Jason Haney is advancing, and Michael Moquin has enough points to advance. Those 4 drivers are locked into the round of 6. Joseph
Good race,
Klein.
everyone. I blew myself up with the bad downshift. I'm gonna hit the sack. Have a good night, everyone.
All right, Travis. Have a good night, brother.
Joseph Klein is 11 points above the cut. Zachary Wake is 4 points above. Six points. Let me fix that. Yeah. He's only 6 points up. And Trevor Benz is
90,
6
you get a
points
copy?
down.
Yep.
Man, how are you keeping that pace through the whole run? That's crazy.
Just don't overdrive it. Keep it under you.
So
Well
we have
done
3
tonight so far, sir.
drivers
That
that
has been a masterful act of just super speed throughout the run. Well done.
and Trevor Benz has yet to
Thank you.
return to the track.
Commentator's turn. Ready.
Trevor Benz is 7 laps down. So unless a bunch of drivers get out, he is not
Kyle,
going to
you
be
got a
able to
copy?
make up 6 spots above Zachary Wake,
Yeah, boy.
which is 2 laps down.
I don't know how you pissed in 13.9 seconds, but good thing I had 6 minutes of repairs.
I didn't go this time, but I sure do need to go already.
Trevor Benz has officially disconnected from the race. That will put Trevor out. It's going to let Joseph Klein advance. Zachary Wake will live to see another day. So we will be set for next week's race with those 6 drivers in the round of 6. Kyle Heath, Todd Smith, Jason Haney, Michael Moquin, Joseph Klein, Zachary Wake. Move on. Trevor Benz and Caleb West will be out.
Caleb, is my front end pushed in?
So congratulations to those
Yeah,
6
pretty good.
drivers on advancing.
Do you have any heartburn turn guard me trying to catch up?
We are going to start with the number 90, David Williams. He's led them all. He has dominated both stages, led every lap. Number 90, David Williams. On his outside, it's going to be the 13, Kyle Heath. 89, Amos Schilke. And third,
All right, one more stage, 26 laps to go. Good luck, everybody.
4th place, 9, Jason Haney. Joseph Klein is in 5th. Edwin James 6th. Todd Smith 7th. And we're back under green. We will see the 13 could possibly hang with the 90. Maybe get around him early. Give him some dirty air. Make the 90 do some chasing. Oh, and the 13 goes around. Oh, the 13 wrecked again. That is the 5. And then let's see what the 13 gets back on track. And then he loops it again. And then we got Jason Haney. Oh! Hard hit for the 9. It's like his car wouldn't turn left. He will definitely have to go down pit road. I do not believe that's going to be very fun to drive as hard as he hit that wall. And then Zachary Wake also, I think he just stopped to let all these leaders go by. That's what he did. Zachary Wake has disconnected. We did have a Caleb West. Oop. Caleb West coming into the bus stop. Oh, hard into the curb. Straight on into the wall. Quick disconnect.
I bet it's nice to suck on those sucks without getting gagged.
As they are dropping like flies here early in this final stage. Get us back out front to the leader. The man that makes no mistakes.
What was that, Kyle?
I wonder if these guys can all make it on fuel from here, if they're going to have a green flag pit stop. Maybe Jason will be watching the broadcast and hear me. Maybe bring it up. Give it about 20 seconds. I mean, that 90 just looks flawless. He can hit those turtles and everybody else gets loose and he's just able to stick it. The 14 has definitely did what he needed to do today. Below the cut line. 11 points above it. But with Trevor being out, Caleb West being so far behind, in the cut that he has advanced. We do only have 10 cars currently running. Had 5 drop out of the race in the 80 of Mark Olette. I don't believe he ran a lap.
Go ahead and go right, Kyle. Not left?
No, I messed up on that.
Go ahead and do our 10 car rundown here. 20 laps to go. We'll ride with everybody 1 lap for these next 10 laps. Just to give everybody some air time. Riding with the 90 Walmart Chevrolet of David Williams, who has had one of the best races, sweeping both stages, leading every lap so far. "19 laps to go. The man on a mission has made it look easy. Through the bus stop, back onto the oval. Around turn 14, headed to 15. Crosses the line. And away he goes. Here comes the 14. Going to start his lap. Joseph Klein. He is the first playoff driver we're going to see in this rundown. Running second place. Almost 20 seconds behind our leader. He started the day below the cut line. Got above it in stage 1. Got even more above it in stage 2. And has since advanced with some of the issues the other drivers have had. Backstretch of Charlotte Motor Speedway, getting ready for the bus stop. Down towards turn 15, out of 16. That is a lap with your second place runner, Joseph Klein. Let's jump to the 89. Not too far behind the 14, Amos Schilke. One of the newer drivers, along with the 90, David Williams. Back up onto the oval. Around the long turns 9. Down to the bus stop goes the 89. 24, almost 25 seconds behind the leader. So he's crossing the line. That is the 89 of Amish Schilke. Kyle Heath just crossed the line in the 13. He is our points leader. Advanced after one lap here tonight. Spun twice to start the stage. Worked his way back up to fourth. Through the bus stop, back up onto the back stretch. That was your lap with the Eagle, number 13, Kyle Heath. Running fourth. She's closing in on Joseph and Amos. Jump to the 5th place car. That is the 9 of Jason Haney. Got a little nose damage. We've seen what happened there coming out of 16. Never turned left, head on into the wall. Jason is currently 3rd in the point standings. Has already advanced to that next stage. We will see him in the next round of 6, starting next week. In the world famous baseball field of Bristol Motor Speedway. See the 5 of Michael Moquin also advancing into the next round of the playoffs. Just seeing him go a lap down to the Superman number 90. Michael is running 6th. He was able to grab him a few stage points every stage to let him advance before the start of this last stage here at the Roval. He is now a lap down. We did not see him miss that turn. It's okay, Mr. Moquin. Put on a heck of a race. We've seen it again. A little self-spin, which we've seen out of a lot of guys tonight. Running 7th, he is 2 laps down. Is the guy in 2nd in points. Mr. High Side himself, Todd Smith. I wonder which lane he likes to run here because there's not really a high side. Like Jareth Van Sluten has dropped out of the race. That's going to leave us with 9 cars running.
You bet.
It's the 66. Gets back out on the oval part of this road course. Stop. Jump on over here to your favorite voice on the broadcast. That is the 46 of Edwin James, running 8th. He is 2 laps down.
Think about.
Yes, sir. Bus stop and around. Turn 14.
For us oval guys, it's 3 and 4. Now he's in 15, coming out of 16. 46, completing that lap. He'll be happy with an 8th place finish. Not sure he likes being 2 laps down. Mr. James will find his way to the front. Then our last car on the track is our fast repair, number 28 of George Buck, running 9th. Get himself a top 10 tonight. 8 laps to go. And that is all 9 cars that are running. We were able to ride a lap with every one of them. Hopefully you guys seen your favorite driver that was out on the track. Now we're back up front here. We do have a battle heating up here for second. Got the 13 and the 14. 7 laps to go. Couple of the regulars going at it here. These guys just crossed 6 to go. See him get into that turn side by side. Oh, little loose. Coming off of turn 13. Oh, and the 14 just cut straight across. Four laps to go, and you guessed it, the number 90, David Williams, still up front. Three laps left. He's up to a 47-second lead over these two here, battling for second spot. This 13 is going to get a good draft. Gets in deep. Is that going to allow the 13 to his outside? It is. 14 trying to push him up the track just a little bit. Coming here into 15 and 16. Kyle Heath making the pass on the 14. Trying to push the 13 just a little bit, force him to make another mistake. They will pull away just a little bit out of the bus stop. Not out of the bus stop, out of turns 8. Now they're in the bus stop. But we are white flagged. David Williams. Last time down the backstretch, down into that bus stop. And he can definitely just coast from here. The 51.5 second lead. There is tonight's big winner, number 90. Let 'em all, David Williams.
Yeah, get in there nice and deep leg.
Congratulations, David, on that win. Heck of a race, guys. Top 3 finishers. Let's go ahead and drop into the Discord and interview with Corey in the broadcast channel. Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all for coming and making it to the end. Thank you.
That was fun, Joseph.
And good battling for a while there, Edwin.
What the hell you call me?
Not you. Whoops, didn't see you there. My bad. Oh, excuse me. Hello.
Congrats on 3rd place. I'll get you next time.
So we see these guys having a little fun after this
Good race. Kyle.
75 lap
And
race.
David, congrats on the race.
Let's go ahead and bring in our 3rd place finisher. He drives the number 14. His name's Joseph Klein. Joseph, it's Corey up in the booth. You got a copy?
Sir.
Hey man, started the day a little bit behind the cut line, but you know, stage 1 you were able to get ahead. Stage 2 got a little more ahead, and then with everything that's happened with the other drivers, you were able to just advance pretty early in the last stage. How'd the race feel to you? Heck of a drive. You know, running up front, I don't think anybody had anything for the 90. But tell me about your race.
No, yeah, absolutely. Nobody had anything for the 90. Normally I would say Kyle, but I mean, he was running 120s like the entire time and maintaining it. So I don't know how he did it. Congrats to him. Kyle and I had a blast. Just like SVG and Larson going back and forth there. I was trying to play defensive. I knew I didn't want to ruin my race. I didn't want to ruin his race. So yeah, I just was making my car as wide as possible, and I think he understood and respected that, and kind of was just waiting on me to make a mistake. And those tires got hot and slick, man. Like, it was sliding around everywhere, and these cars do not like this track or this layout. It is so bumpy. It was a handful, but I had a blast, and glad to make it above the cut line.
Yeah, make it above the cut line. Make it to the round of 6. So now next week we head to Bristol Bristol's one of those tracks that it could be a rough night for a lot of drivers, or we could, could be pretty good and have a lot of green flags. But heck of a job today. You did what you needed to do, which I called it out early before the race even started that you're one of our better road course drivers. To consistently run up front on these road courses. So good job. I'll give you your mic for a few seconds here if you want to do any shout outs.
One of these days I'll end up winning a dang road course race. I'm tired of finishing second and third, but that's just me being nitpicky about myself. So I don't know what I gotta learn or what I gotta do to be quicker than those guys, but one day it'll come around. Oh my goodness, my monitors have like fallen down because of all force feedback from the bumps. I don't know. Just normal. Shout out to the FGR boys, Noob Squad Racing, Tim Magic, Track Racer, my dogs, crew chiefs, my dad watching from up above. Got it.
Hey, absolutely, man. But congratulations, P3. We will see you next week at Bristol in that round of 6, man.
Sure, sounds good.
All right, thank you, Joseph.
Yep, take it easy. Have a good one.
That is Joseph Klein, the driver of the number 14. He made the biggest move points-wise, being below the cut and getting that spot pretty easily early into that third and final stage of the race. We can now bring in our second place finisher. He drives the number 13, Kyle Heath. It's Corey up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man.
You got me? Hello? Okay.
Yeah, you did what you had to do. Heck of a race. I seen you spin out a couple times there early on that first lap in the last stage, but still able to come back and get second. And that's even after driving back through the field after the first stage. So heck of a drive. How'd your car feel? Looked like it was driving a little better than what it did in practice, or you just wasn't pushing it as hard, trying to find your limits in practice. But heck of a drive. Tell me about the day.
Yeah. During practice, I was trying to, of course, like I do in every practice, I try to find the limits of the car and then back it down from there. But pretty much the race was on for anybody who wasn't in first tonight. The first two stages went by decent. After the first stage, I had to go pee, and the second stage, I drove my way back up to second. And the last stage, spun out basically twice and still came back and finished second. I was driving the wheels off that circle tonight.
Yeah, it looked like you were having a lot of fun out there, especially those last few laps where you and Joseph were battling.
Yeah, that was a damn good fun battle right there. That's for sure.
Yeah, that just wraps up the night and makes it so much better. And then you end up passing with 2 or 3 to go. Kind of makes it even sweeter when you do get that position. But heck of a race. I'll give you the mic here if you want to do any shout outs real quick.
Give a big shout out to everybody here at FGR. It was a fun race. To the FGR broadcast team, you got to do a phenomenal job. And shout out to my kids and my wife and everybody else, whoever watches, and all the fans. Just let me race and have a good time. Right now, I got to give my neck a relaxation, man. I was tensed up throughout that whole race. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean it's just road coursing. I mean I'm always too tense on road course. I think that's my issue. But heading to Bristol next week, you'll still be the points leader. Have a pretty decent cushion on that cut line, but you should be setting pretty good going into Bristol. How do you think Bristol's going to go, and what do you think? How do you think Bristol is going to go?
Well, since they updated Bristol, I used to like Bristol, but since they did a recent update on it to the current Bristol track, it's kind of fallen away from it a little bit. I haven't got my grip on it yet. I have a league race coming up Tuesday night, which is at Bristol, and that's going to give me good practice. So, yeah, hopefully we got a lot more people to show up at Bristol. You know, it's Bristol. It's a fun track, short track racing. So hopefully we get a lot more drivers in there to be able to enjoy a night of racing.
Yeah, it ought to be a fun race. I'm ready for it. Get this round of 6 started and see who's going to be another week closer. We got 2 wild cards for those next 2 races with Bristol and then Talladega. So
Oh Lord,
that's the round of 6 that our commissioner of this next gen, Trevor Benz, has set up for us.
we go to the fastest short track and to the fastest oval.
So ought to be fun, Kyle. But
Yep.
congratulations, P2, advancing to that round of 6, and we will see you next week.
Yep. Thank you, Corey.
That is your second place finisher, Kyle Heath. Had to pass a few more cars than what he probably wanted to in that last stage, but I still don't think that he would have had anything for the number 90, David Williams. David, this is Corey up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Hey, man, heck of a drive. I mean, to lead every lap, and it just seemed like your car was just hooked up. I didn't see, from what I had the camera on you, it didn't even look like you made any mistakes. Tell me about your night.
Well, it all started back on like Wednesday when I started practicing. Just need to turn a lot of laps to be able to be that consistent.
Yeah, it showed. It definitely showed tonight. You were, I mean, by far the most consistent and fastest. Leading, you swept the stages, win the race, and the fastest lap. So a lot of extra points. You're not one of the playoff drivers. You got in here a little late, but you definitely, if you race next season, you're definitely going to be one to contend with for that championship. But we head to Bristol next week. Be a little different than the last couple of races we've done. But heck of a drive by you. I'll give you the mic here if you want to do any shout outs real quick.
I'd just like to thank you guys for having me again. I had fun and hope to see you next week.
Hey, absolutely. We hope to see you and hope to see a few more drivers. We had 16 tonight, but we hopefully get 7 or 8 more. Would be fun for a Bristol race. So, congratulations, P1. Heck of a drive, man. Leading every lap, doing all the right things. But I will let you go so you can get on with your night and maybe do some more iRacing or whatever else you got planned for this evening. But good race, and we'll talk to you later.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you, David. That is David Williams taking the white flag there, but we all know he did come off and win this race by a mile. I think he won by over 50 seconds or so, somewhere in that range. Big drive by him. But we do know who is in the round of 6. This is unofficial, obviously, because I do not have an updated points. But Kyle Heath, he moved on. Todd Smith, Jason Haney, Michael Moquin, Joseph Klein, and Zachary Wake are your 6 that move on. And then Trevor Benz and Caleb West. This is where their championship hopes ran dry. Everybody came out. All 8 drivers were out racing. It just a tough track. They had some issues early, and that just kind of how it happened for those bottom 2. But that is racing, and that's what we love. We are, like we've talked about a few times tonight, we are going to Bristol next week. Next Friday night we will be in Bristol, and it is 350 laps at Bristol. Hopefully, hopefully we get some green flag laps, because I don't want a caution fest, because that's going to make a really long night. But that's going to do it. We are on tomorrow night. Mr. Edwin James, your favorite voice, will be on, and we are headed to Las Vegas in our Saturday night Gen 6 Cup Series. Got us little Vegas action coming at you tomorrow. Sunday night in the trucks, it's actually not an official race. It's not a points race. We're doing a Father's Day event in trucks at Bristol Dirt. So I'm not sure. We've talked about it, but I'm not 100% sure that one will be streamed or not. That will be up to Jason Haney if he wants to race it or if he wants to broadcast it. I would not care either way. I would enjoy seeing that number 9 truck on the dirt track. But that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next week.